Welcome to PhysiTR's history lesson of the Dream SMP. That was so corny. I don't care though. So, we are starting today in May of 2020, starting with Dream and George on this little server that they have created. Eventually, they continue to add people onto it, and in a turn, becoming the Dream SMP. So, the first initial conflict on the server is between Ponk and Sapnap. Ponk messes with Sapnap, and Sapnap, in retaliation, burns down his treehouse. So this actually really angers Ponk and Alyssa both. Surprising. Wow, really. I would be angry too if he burned down my whole entire tree. But this starts a little feud between Ponk and Alyssa and Sapnap. But around July of 2020 is when Tommy Innit joins the server, and it quickly becomes Tommy Innit and Sapnap versus Alyssa and Ponk. This feud continues to grow, and out of retaliation, Sapnap and Tommy kill Alyssa and Ponk. Dream, shocking, does not like fighting on his server and plan to kill Tommy and Sapnap. They learned of this and killed him first. While gloating about murdering Dream, Dream steals Tommy's discs, which are his prized possession on the server. So what Dream wants in return is all of his stuff back. Tommy manages to get his discs back and not give Dream his stuff back. He ends up hiding them somewhere under his base, and this is the first conflict that also involves Tubbo getting him on Tommy's side of things. But at this point, Dream was fuming and dug up all of Tommy's land to find the discs. Dream wanted his netherite chestplate for the discs. Dream actually burns a third disc to show how serious he is about the matter. Tommy, I'm sorry. Tommy finally agreed and made the trade and hid his discs in an ender chest. Later, L'Manberg begins to form, becoming its own SMP. Of course, Dream did not like this exclusion, starting a war between the Dream SMP and L'Manberg. This war exposes the betrayal of Eret, and the ending conflict is a duel between Tommy and Dream, leaving Dream victorious. So Tommy, in order to keep L'Manberg, gives Dream his discs in order to keep freedom. Conflict slows down, and there's a L'Manberg election, leaving the winning party to be Schlatt 2020 with Swag 2020. Schlatt quickly banishes Tommy and Wilbur and makes Tubbo a political figure, starting a little bit of a rift between Tubbo and Tommy. Soon, Wilbur starts to go insane. Around the same time, Techno joins Tommy and Wilbur in Pogtopia. At the festival that Schlatt schedules, Wilbur is given TNT by Dream, who is Team Chaos, to blow up L'Manberg during Tubbo's speech. But thankfully, it did not go off. Then there's a revolution, leading to the death of both Schlatt and Wilbur. He detonates L'Manberg. Wilbur does. Wilbur, blows up this town they have been working on for about the last 6 months, and it is now all gone. But in the end of all of this, Techno joins Team Chaos, betraying everyone who was a part of Pogtopia and L'Manberg, and Tubbo is actually made president. After the revolution, Tommy and Ranbu... I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't say that right. I'm just going to call him Rand. Rand decided to rob King George, making Dream really upset. And Tubbo had a choice: exile Tommy or keep L'Manberg confined in huge amounts of obsidian. This conflict was starting to tear apart Tubbo and Tommy. But Dream actually changed his first negotiation to an actual 3-week probation. But of course, Tommy screwed it up. And it goes back to the original plan, and Tommy is exiled by Tubbo, and this is making their friendship grow super far apart. But I'd also like to point out, during this whole little time or whatever, Dream states that he does not care about anything but the discs, due to the fact they give him power over Tommy. Dream also states that the reason for your exile is you're the only one who doesn't listen to me, which I thought that was a little interesting. Sorry, I just said that in there. But Tommy joins Ghostbur in exile, and Dream later dethrones George, utterly hurting George and Sapnap because of the previous comment made, which was, he doesn't care about anything but the discs. George was dethroned due to reasons Dream states as he did not remain neutral and was being targeted by SMP members, which I slightly agree with. and Arid is now the king, and that's where we are today.